Okay, so think about this. So now there is a malicious user, and they were trying to, get inside your network, right? So you have web server and you have some users. Users are primarily who are the employees, who access internet, who transfer files, who send emails, who browse the internet and get the information and get things done, right? So they are the users. Couple of servers which you offer to other people to access, from outside. Now, so far what you have done is, from the firewall perspective, you have blocked the port. So now they are very much restricted to access and attack this machine. And only on the open ports, which is open 24/7, right? And people can be sitting anywhere across the world and try to hack it. So even if you try to block certain countries to access your website, as I told you, right, hackers will not only compromise a machine to steal the data from that particular machine. Suppose as in India, if you try to protect your servers that nobody should access this website outside India, right? But the hackers will compromise an Indian machine, and from that Indian machine they will try to compromise your system. So your system can be fooled from that perspective. So there is no way you can control based primarily on the IP address and segregating on the country level. And now the IPS is also, restrictions have you already put on the hacker side. Now this person has to work really very hard in order to compromise your system, because only few ports are open, and even on those ports you have enabled a deep packet inspection. So tough job for the red team to bypass the system. So what they will do is, instead of attacking these machines, they will host, let me take the red skills. So they will host a malicious website here. So this is the hacker's website, and some malicious files are kept here. Malicious files are kept on this server. Now they will wait, or they somehow will influence these people, especially your users, to go and access this website. And the moment they access it, they get infected. And once they are infected, the infection can hack this machine as well, or their own local machine will be compromised. Because on this firewall, this is a firewall, right? Or an IPS. You have to create a rule that internal people can access internet. So they can access anything. They can even access malicious websites. Because firewall is only port-based access. So you say anybody from internal goes outside on port 80 or port HTTPS allowed, and they will be able to hit the malicious website. So hackers are going to have millions of such malicious content available on the internet, so that any user who is going to hit those websites is going to be compromised. Sometimes they will attack a very popular website and infect that machine because everybody else is trying to access it. Just imagine the top 5 or top 10 websites which you try to access it. If hackers are able to compromise that machine, they will be able to infect millions of people at the same time, rather than trying to attack this machine alone, one by one, right? So they will be able to do this job. Now in order to protect, now the red side is, this is what they are thinking. Now the blue team or the defend system, what they are going to deploy, another solution which is called URL and app filtering. It's also called as proxy, security proxy, web security gateway, and that product is going to check this internal traffic and see which all websites you are trying to access, because all websites in the world run on only 2 ports. It's port 80 or port 443. Whenever you open your browser, you primarily access these two ports, and these two ports are allowed in your firewall, and you go outside. The job of this product is to check whether you are accessing a neat and highly rated, good security maintained kind of websites, and not any random website wherever you are trying to access it, and you get infected. So, like the media related websites are there, some gambling related websites are there, some politics related or terrorism related, all kind of websites are available over there, right? So if a company and you are an employee who is sitting in your organization, you are not supposed to access those websites in your work time, right? So what companies are going to do is they will restrict your access to certain websites, and you can only do using the product called URL filtering. So you are only allowed to access Google or few other work related websites. Everything else is blocked for you, because the more window is open for you, the chances of getting infected is very, very high. Hackers will create a website which is not even recognized what kind of website it is, right? And if it is not blocked at this level, you may get access to that particular website and get infected, because how security is maintained on that website, it is not in your control. So that is the job of your blue team. So they will deploy this solution, configure it properly, so that all the employees sitting over there can only access whatever is allowed to them. And security is one aspect, but most of the organizations take advantage of this particular product for another reason, and which is called productivity enhancement reason. They don't want employees to access, during their office hours, like they watching too much of YouTube, for example, or they want to block Facebook while they are in the office, or some gambling websites, right, or hacking related, terrorism related website, because as per the company policy, they don't want people to access during their office hours. So those rules you can apply. So even though not much related to security, but you can always restrict the productivity part. Like for Facebook and YouTube, you only allow during the lunchtime. So this is how companies are using this product in order to stop the people accessing the malicious website. So this is the third product which is available, and which companies are using it in order to protect themselves. And now with this product, this idea of the red team will also fail. It's very, very difficult. Now you first block the port, next you block the deep, the malicious content you are trying to send over the allowed port. Now you are also restricting the good users to access the bad portal. So now the red team is now thinking more. What next? What all I will be able to do that? Okay, how I will be able to move beyond the security controls and still able to hack it. So that brings to the third product in our discussion, what we discussed initially in this class, right? So let's talk about that.